Hi guys, for this particular video, we'll be discussing about the classification of fuels for maritime use, at the same time combustion and flue gases. So talk about HFO or MFO. This refers to heavy fuel oil or the marine fuel oil. This type of fuel is purely residual oils. As you can see, this is a darker type of fuel or oil at the same time, which is also higher in viscosity. Next, we have the MDO or the marine diesel oil. This is a blend of heavy diesel oil which may contain small amounts of black refinery products but has a low viscosity and as a result does not require heating and can be used in internal combustion engines. So as compared to your heavy fuel oil, MDO or marine diesel oil has lower viscosity, so it could actually easily flow in our system. Example of which would be your diesel fuel and at the same time your bunker fuel. The next classification of fuel for maritime use would be your MGO or what you call as your marine gas oil. This is purely gas oil made from distillate only. So as you can see, and if you compare it with the two, your MGO or marine gas oil is usually lighter in color and clearer as compared to your heavy fuel oil and at the same time your marine diesel oil. Now, let's talk about combustion. Combustion is a process wherein we require the following reagents and potentially have this particular product. So, combustion requires fuel, oxygen, and heat. So, these will also be incorporated in the triangle of fire. Remove one, and then combustion will not occur or fire will not be produced. So what is the main goal of combustion of fuel? Of course, the main goal of combustion of fuel would be to generate energy. And other gases will be released also in this process, particularly carbon dioxide, water, or other products of incomplete combustion. Again, for combustion to occur, we need three. We have the fuel, the oxygen, and the heat. And the products would be our exhaust, the gases, the flue gases, and at the same time, our heat. Fire is a chemical chain reaction which takes place with the evolution of heat and light. In order for a fire to take place, there are three main ingredients that must be present. One should be oxygen, heat, and fuel. As what we mentioned earlier, remove one and your process or the combustion will not occur. So for example, we only have oxygen and heat, there will be no fire. If you only have heat or fuel, there will also be no fire as long as there is no oxygen. And if ever there is oxygen and fuel but no heat, then combustion will also not occur. So combustion reaction. A fuel and an oxidant, typically atmospheric oxygen, engage in high temperature exothermic, meaning heat releasing, redox, oxygen adding chemical reaction during combustion, which results in oxidized, frequently gaseous products in a mixture known as your smoke. So this is an exothermic process, meaning heat is being released in this operation. So combustion products, again, we have the hydrocarbon as our fuel. Then we have the oxygen here as our oxidant, forming our carbon dioxide for complete combustion, water for complete combustion, and heat and energy, or light at the same time. So every time a hydrocarbon compound containing carbon and hydrogen undergoes combustion, carbon dioxide and water are typically produced as byproducts. So later on, we will identify them as our flue gases in this operation. Now, talk about flue gas. Flue gas, sometimes known as your exhaust gas or your stack gas, is a gas that emanates from combustion plants and which contains the reaction products of fuel and combustion air and residual substances such as particulate matter. So this is what we release when we burn our fuels, not only here in different industry on land, but at the same time in maritime operation as well. So the actual composition of flue gas will depend largely on what is being burned and how, depending on the fuel that we actually utilize. It could produce carbon dioxide, nitrogen, sulfur, water vapor, oxygen, carbon monoxide for incomplete combustion, solids like dust, soot, and a number of other pollutants. It is important to take note that we need to acknowledge and to address these particular gases because we also need to follow maritime regulations, particularly related to maritime environment or the MARPOL. So air pollution is one of the effect of maritime industry. So we need to limit our combustion products such as these gases in order to minimize pollution. That's it for our discussion on the types of fuels and at the same time on our combustion operation and flue gases. See you in our next video. Bye bye.